this could bring in a sudden windfall of money, potentially in a way that you don't anticipate, especially if you set a new moon intention involving financial abundance. Welcome to Abundant Universe, your go-to podcast for becoming your most empowered, powerful, abundant, truest, and highest possible self through self-mastery, quantum healing, spiritual activation, soul expansion, and ascension. Here we talk about your self-concept, subconscious beliefs, science, spirituality, mindful manifestation, magic, mysticism, remembering and embodying who you really are, and all things esoteric. I'm your friendly neighborhood self-mastery and mindful manifestation mentor, energy alchemist, quantum healer, spiritual ascension activator, and host, Elle Brandlin. And today is part 2 of the full moon in Libra, which is happening tonight in a few time zones, but tomorrow for the rest of the world. And this time we're talking about how it's bringing a revolution of self. So stick around until the end to learn how you can use these revolutionary energies to gain even greater access to your highest possible timeline. And be sure to subscribe wherever you're listening. And if you're on YouTube, please like the video and or comment on it to let the algorithm know that it should show it to more people who are into this sort of thing, because it's super helpful and I truly appreciate it. But without further ado, let's jump in. If you missed Friday's episode on gaining clarity, becoming enlightened, and getting lucky with this full moon, you may want to go back and listen to that too to get the full picture, because today we're diving into some different aspects of these energies. One thing we touched on last week that's really relevant to this episode is the sense of self this full moon is inviting you to explore. But first, let's talk about the themes of Libra, which are peace, harmony, balance, fairness, justice, beauty, elegance, and objectivity, among others. And the themes of Aries, which are energetic, forceful, outgoing, headstrong, pioneering, independence, daring adventures, and fresh starts. So this full moon invites you to strike a balance between these themes as well as your own masculine and feminine energies. So take a look at your life and see where you need to balance these within yourself, especially in regards to the new moon intentions you set on March 21st. Is there anything you need to release during this full moon to bring more balance in that area of your life to make your shift into that manifestation easier? At this time, Venus, ruler of Libra, is at 24 degrees of Taurus, also ruled by Venus, and is sextiling Neptune at 25 degrees of Pisces. And this sextile can bring in soft, compassionate love. And it also gives you more access to your own spiritual wisdom and guidance system. We also have Venus conjunct Uranus, which is a creative energy, particularly with money and resources. So this could bring in a sudden windfall of money, potentially in a way that you don't anticipate, especially if you set a new moon intention involving financial abundance. So be sure to release anything that could block that flow to you and may be keeping you rigid with how it could come to you. And I think it's worth noting, with all of the other energies I've been talking about for the last few weeks and everything that's currently going on in the world, that we also have the moon, which represents the people, in a tight quincunx to Uranus, which represents rebellion, revolution, and awakening. So when you put those together, you get rebellious and revolutionary people determined to bring forward the truth through awakening. We also have Uranus in Taurus in an exact sextile to Nessus in Pisces, and Nessus is a red centaur asteroid on an eccentric orbit located beyond Saturn in the outer solar system. In astrology, Nessus, in part, refers to the power dynamics that underlie any form of abuse, and it can reveal abuses of power, especially when it's in Pisces. So again, just an interesting little side note when you consider some of the things that are occurring in the world, and particularly within the US government and in the streets of Paris, France at this moment. But how this could resonate individually is that you may be feeling your rebellious and revolutionary spirit, especially in regards to your sense of self. So just be sure to keep your energies in check and channel them into what you actually want and not in perpetuating the chaos we currently see in the world. Saturn is also in Pisces at 3 degrees at this time, so there's a powerful nudge to follow intuition there, which means you really need to stay centered and trust yourself. So, like I've been saying, be the calm in the potential chaos, especially with that Nessus energy also in Pisces right now. And this is the first full moon with Pluto at 0 degrees of Aquarius, which intensifies the energies of Uranus as the ruler of Aquarius. So just be sure you harness this intense power for your greatest and highest good right now. And if you want my help doing that, please check the show notes or description box below to join Sacred Souls Society so you can attend our full moon in Libra release ritual tomorrow, or feel free to grab your spot wherever you feel most called to, and all of that information is below, including my free community if that's where you'd like to begin. Be sure to join me on Friday because I've got a super powerful and inspirational episode for you on how to wire yourself for abundance that comes with a very empowering message, which I think will help you shift your perspective on abundance forever if you need that, because you deserve to live in a reality of freedom, fulfillment, peace, the highest joy, excitement, synchronicity, magic, and abundance in every aspect of your life, because that's what your soul came here to do, and I believe in you, so you should too. Much love.